There's something we're finding with almost every organization that we're sitting down with at the moment: shadow AI. We'll be having a conversation, usually something along the lines of helping them with the AI strategy and extracting value from AI. And then there's one single question that changes the tone and direction of the conversation. And that question is, how many AI subscriptions are actually running inside of your organization at this point in time? The answer is almost without exception, well, we don't know. And when you start to do some digging, it actually becomes very uncomfortable. You're going to find pockets of teams that they've signed up to their own subscriptions, to a Copilot. You're going to find individuals that have signed up to a Claude, to a ChatGPT. And all of these individuals and these teams are feeding client data, financial models, internal strategy documents into these platforms, and they sit entirely outside of your organization. And nobody's being reckless on purpose. They're trying to work faster, right? Be more productive. But the result remains the same. You've got sensitive business information leaving your organization, not being governed by you, and you don't even know that it's happening. And in the South African context, specifically with Popia being in effect, this isn't just a governance gap. It's a compliance exposure that most boards haven't even quantified yet. Now, the instinct of most organizations is to typically try and lock it down, block the tools, restrict the access, but honestly, that doesn't work. People are going to find workarounds. They'll just push the problem into further little corners that are obscured, can't be seen. Now, what we found works, and we've helped some clients actually implement this, is finding the proper structure around AI adoption. That means getting visibility around every single AI tool that's being used, how it's being used, where it's being used, every tool, every subscription, and then putting some guardrails in place to ensure that there's a very fine, specific way of how AI should be used and how data should be shared in order to achieve that level of productivity. It's really fundamentally about establishing very clear policies of what data can go into these platforms and giving your people an approved, governed way to engage with AI that's actually better for them and better for the organization. Now, the organizations that are actually getting this right aren't the ones that are trying to slow down AI adoption. That train has left the station. The ones that are successful are the ones that are taking the time to understand what is really happening, putting AI guardrails in place, and turning that risk into the foundation of scaling AI in the organization. And that really is the key shift here. If you haven't had this conversation inside of your business yet, it's probably already overdue.